Welcome to Daily Inspirations. I'm Michelle Dawn. Today I am decorating my VillabeauTIFFul lined vertical planner with lots of things. I have taken some stickers from the VillabeauTIFFul March 2022 Belltown kit, as well as the two of the washi that came with that kit. Another VillabeauTIFFul washi and some Girl Boss Anna underlay ink tapes. Let's go. For those of you who are new to my videos, I do voiceovers because I have disability, and one of the symptoms, well, a lot of the symptoms are neurological, so I have a really hard time talking and doing creative things at the same time. So it would just be like a 2-hour long video if I didn't do voiceover. So here we go. Today's voiceover is about National Volunteer Month, which is April. I am reading today from nationaltoday.com. National Volunteer Month in April celebrates the impact volunteers have on our lives and encourages active volunteerism in generations to come. Most often unpaid, they generously donate a part of their lives to do the work that nobody else likes to do. Cleaning up after the event, fostering shelter dogs, chaperoning field trips, or helping the librarian. There are so many areas requiring volunteers. This month, we salute them for their unwavering services to businesses and communities and hold aloft their examples to inspire young adults towards volunteerism. And now a little bit about the history of National Volunteer Month. Volunteers are so special that they ought to be honored throughout the year, after every service that they volunteer to do. National Volunteer Month is an extension to an already established holiday week, National Volunteer Week, that was first held in 1943 in Canada. The week was dedicated to paying tribute to the unwavering contributions of women during World War II who would collect supplies and help the wounded soldiers. It was in the early 20th century that organized volunteering reached its peak. Numerous groups opened up to escalate humanitarian services, many of which are still active today, such as the Red Cross. Once the war was over, the celebrations were damped down but resurged in the early 1970s. National Volunteer Week debuted in 1974 in the United States and was revered by the general public. Since then, National Volunteer Week, which later went on to become National Volunteer Month, has been celebrated with zeal and enthusiasm every April. It was made official worldwide in 1990. Presidents of the United States throughout the years have proclaimed National Volunteer Week and Month, saluting the unparalleled services of the volunteers who have given countless hours for the betterment of mankind, communities, and the American way of life. Now, nationaltoday.com has a few suggestions for how to observe National Volunteer Month. The first one is volunteer at an organization. Nonprofits receive an overwhelming number of requests in April, so if you can't get a spot in, don't push the idea away. Sign up for volunteering for some other month this year, but make sure you do volunteer. And I'd like to add that it is the end of April. I wish I had done this voiceover at the beginning of April, but let's make Volunteer Month last through the end of 2022. How about that as a goal? The second way that nationaltoday.com suggests that we observe National Volunteer Month is to throw an appreciation volunteers party. They truly deserve the honor. Plan a party for all the volunteers you know at a wacky place like a coffee shop and bring in some surprises. Make sure your recognized volunteers don't even get up to get drinks. Find volunteers to volunteer. Hint, hint, wink, wink, hee, hee, hee. And the last way that they suggest you observe is to celebrate on social media. Whether you're volunteering this month or remembering some great volunteers of the past and present, share pictures and tell your story with using the hashtag National Volunteer Month. 5 facts about volunteering that will blow your mind. Number 1, volunteering makes people happy. 96% of the volunteers believe that volunteering makes them happier people, and they answer questions more positively if they've recently volunteered. 2, it contributes $200 to Australia's economy. Talk about banking on volunteers. According to a study, volunteers are contributing more than $200 to the Australian economy. I'm not sure how that works out. I think it would be more than $200. Maybe have to look that one up. Number 3, it leads to better job opportunities. Volunteering takes you to places and tells you about vocations you've never heard of before, not to mention the excellent impression it makes on your CVs. Number 4, it reduces depression. With feelings of happiness, empathy, and brighter job prospects, it's no doubt studies reveal that volunteering significantly lowers the levels of depression. 5, millions of nonprofits. There are 1.8 million nonprofit organizations in the United States alone, so the opportunity to volunteer is close to never ending. I'd like to take a little break in the voiceover reading for this video to say again how much I appreciate VillabeauTIFFul's planner paper, because as you can see, I move things around all the time and it doesn't tear the paper, doesn't tear the stickers. It makes me so happy. So I just wanted to add that in there because I am about to do some switching up again on this planner spread. So thank you, VB, for the quality paper. Next on nationaltoday.com, why we love National Volunteer Month. The first one, it fills critical gaps in service. Without volunteers, we wouldn't be able to host events or hold programs as easily as we do today. Since most of these events are extremely important for communities and businesses, volunteers fill a critical gap in service. The next is Americans volunteer 8.8 billion hours annually. With such a massive amount of time donated for the greater cause, all non-volunteers owe this month to celebrate 30 days of appreciation to volunteering efforts. And lastly, it inspires us to volunteer. Thousands of aspiring volunteers have emerged for decades during April. Driven by the admiration they receive during National Volunteer Month every year, they are excited to become a part of the month too. I decided to go ahead and research volunteer opportunities near me on Google, and I came up with quite a few different opportunities or ideas actually. There's a volunteer club near me, Habitat for Humanity, there's a food bank. Also, I found a very cool thing on oprahdaily.com, and it is an article called 16 Virtual Volunteer Opportunities That'll Make a Meaningful Difference. And it is by Melissa Goldberg, published last year. This is what Melissa Goldberg has to say about opportunities for you to volunteer. Between the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic and weeks of blustery winter weather, chances are you've been spending extra time indoors. And if you're anything like us, you've already organized your closet, streamed the first season of Bridgerton, and read the entire book series, mastered the virtual happy hour, completed a 2,000-piece puzzle twice, and baked more sweet treats than you could possibly eat. Enter virtual volunteering. As a result of social distancing, many organizations have shifted from in-person activities to engaging volunteers remotely. So there are plenty of meaningful volunteer opportunities that you can do from your couch. You can lend a supportive ear at a crisis hotline, translate important medical information into other languages, assist those with visual impairment with everyday tasks, transcribe President Theodore Roosevelt's letters, and even help protect vulnerable wildlife. Plus, the recipients of your generosity won't be the only ones getting a lift. Studies have shown that giving back, whether through community service or random acts of kindness, is one of the best ways to boost your mood, which, let's be honest, is something we could all use right now. Ahead, we've gathered the best virtual volunteer opportunities you can do remotely, from tutoring kids, teens, and high school students in marginalized communities to providing refugees and asylum seekers with linguistic support, all of which stir up some positive change. And I would like to point out that in a minute here, the cat, Nova, is going to try to volunteer to help me with my spread. She's like, I will help, I will help. Oh, you need to put something there? Oh, let me do it. She's so cute, I just love her. Anyway, there are 16 volunteer opportunities that you can do virtually listed here, and a description of each and every one of them. I think it would be a great idea to visit oprahdaily.com and find this article. I'll leave the link in the the description below, along with the National Today link and where you can find me on social media. If you would kindly leave some comments in the space below, I would appreciate that. Let me know what you enjoyed, what you didn't like, and how I can do better. And maybe say hi to the cat. She loves attention, if you couldn't tell. I hope you enjoyed this video. All done. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave it a like and subscribe. I will see you next time. Stay inspired. Bye.